Okay, welcome back to Gaming with the Haggets. So, I guess the chemical update is very unstable now. So, they're having you, well, they've disabled it completely. So, in order to even enable it, you have to come into the config file. So, it should be under Assets and XML Characteristicas. You know what? I wonder if I can. Okay, I'm going to use a text editor because I don't have Excel. Because you got to pay for that. Okay, you come to the bottom, enable experimentals, and then you just type true, and then save it. Close it out. I'll just go up, and then you reopen the game, and you should have the chemical update enabled again. So, latest update, universal access has been disabled. That's why you need to go in and change that. And then some minor things. And I think, yeah. Fix the bug when saving progress. Maybe this isn't it. Pending bug. Xenon gas continues to leak into the coolant. Okay. So, oh, and this one. Corrected the densities of xenon gas and boric acid. New. Okay, so basically what happened was when xenon was introduced for, you know, actually building up, like you could get the concentration going and then it should decay when you go up to power. That whole thing was making it look like your water in your coolant was being leaked out. And if you noticed on the last video, I came up here and I was like, why is my core completely empty? I think we were at like, 8,000 or something. And it just kept leaking for no reason. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to add water with the feed water circuit. And I kept getting a noise that was indicating that one of my pumps was basically grinding. So apparently they use like 150 liters per minute of gas, and that would take 150 liters of water out of your reactor. It just deleted it, and it counted as non-compressible liquid instead of a gas, which obviously is compressible and should be taking up very minimal room in water. Like gases can compress. Everyone knows about compressed gas tanks and all that stuff. So you can fit a lot of gas in a small volume just by means of pressure. So we're going to get everything set up and ready to go. And we're going to try this new calculation. I don't want to turn the core on right now because Oh, man. Okay, let's... Oh. Looks like I broke it. Okay, well, that was kind of weird. Oh, that's the wrong one. Now I gotta find that file again and see if it actually saved. Assets, that's what it was. It does say that it was updated, so let's check here, make sure it still is. Okay, it isn't true. So I guess the game just needed to also have that clicked. Which is kind of annoying. You would think that since I put it to true, that it would enable it in the game, but guess we'll verify. Okay. You know what? I'll just do a new one. I didn't even do anything in the other one. Active experimental options. So that's the watermark. Talks about it in the blog. Ah, that rain is so loud. I hate it. Okay. So you can see the watermark at the bottom here. Active experimental options. I want to see if even boron is loaded in the core. If you activate the panel here, you don't have to go over and activate the panel there. It just works, so that's good. So let's see. Just speed up time. See if it pops up. Nope. So the core is not preloaded anymore. So let's try this. And it is dosing. So one of the guys on the official Discord was saying that this probably wasn't going in because my core was full. So, I don't know. It's not full. I don't think it was full last time. I think it was just this Xenon. Like, I wonder if I turn this on, if it'll start going up, even though I'm shut down. Nope. Okay, cool. Maybe it was just because I put the fuel in. And as soon as you put the fuel in, the fuel starts fissioning. I don't know. It's a fission product, so if you're shut down, nothing should happen. Okay. See where we're going. Very minimal. Okay, we're coming up. That's good. I don't really think we need it, but also keep in mind we are adding acid. So now this pH meter, which, you know, is a lot better than the one we had previously. Yep, corrosion of the pipes. That's why we don't add acid. And this boron shouldn't even be a thing. It should just be in the fuel. I think it would make it a lot easier if we didn't have xenon to worry about. We didn't have the boron to worry about. Like, as an operator, you don't even... There is no gauge for xenon reactivity. There is no gauge for xenon concentration. you have to sample the water to find out the xenon concentration, and it's going to be very, very low unless you have a fuel failure where all the gases from fission are actually going inside your coolant. Oh, I don't want to do that. If that was the case, then you wouldn't be operating anymore. You'd shut down. So, yeah, adding acid to the core is kind of terrible. Like, neutral water is actually pretty corrosive. So you're supposed to add base metals, like bases, better than they do acids. The hydronium ion, H3O+, which is basically water with a proton. That's the strongest acid you can have in water. It basically is self-catalytic. So if there's a defect in the metal, which there are defects in the metal, this H3O+ basically gets in there and then starts eating away at the metal, which can create more issues and liberate more H3O+, and it basically is like a chain reaction. Also the same thing with like chlorides. So if you add chloride water and chlorides get in a pit, that's also self-catalyzing. It'll make hydronium ions as well and accelerate corrosion rates in the pit. Okay. Well, let's just take a look at how this reacts when we're critical. So I'm going to get everything ready to go. I'll just do medium. Actually, I'll go down a little bit.
The reactor core coolant has started to circulate.
Okay, that's good level. We'll raise that a bit. That's decent. I don't want to add the fuel yet. Nice. And if you didn't want to use your diesel, you could just click this on and that'll supply power. Let's see. Excuse me. Oh, I got stupid money. Holy smokes. Might as well get another loop. Is it adding money? Oh, darn. I started off with like 1 million, didn't I? Let's see. See if I can add some more money. Oh, darn. Oh, no, I was at a 1.7. Okay. Yeah, well. Cool. Okay. Well, now that I have all this stuff running and I'm wasting my energy. Oh, shoot. What? Okay. Oh, man, I think I went way too high with that boron. That should be alright. Do I wait? Whatever. I'm not gonna wait. I am going to do the visit everything. Oops. Well, I'm here. I guess I'll.
My name is Al, and I am the operations assistant for the reactor. The plant is ready to go. If you need my help, please let me know.
Thanks, Al. Always sounds like he says, like Al. Hi, my name is Al. Feel faster in this. I was gonna say, where's my achievement? Yep. Old trusty here. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is try to start off really slow with power generation. And I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but use the resistor bank. So I think I'll go to like 35%. Just hope that that's not too much for the initial. Okay. I think we're ready. Let's get permission. Let's insert our fuel.
Nominal mode.
Oh, yep, I'm a dumb.
New operating mode established. Nominal mode.
Okay. As you can see, it's already going up. And we don't have indications of a core leak. We've also added a significant level of water, I guess. 2,700 gallons of boron? Or is that liters? Liters. That's a lot. Okay, well, let's get this show on the road. So we're gonna go to 85. And then we'll dial up 98 for standby. So we can just quickly hit that and slow the reaction down. Let's see.
The reactor has reached critical mass, and its status has changed to reactive.
Doesn't look like it's temperature dependent anymore. So that's good. Let's see what happens. Amazing. Now you don't have to go crazy with the startup. That's a win. All right, 11. So now we gotta make this startup take 30 minutes so I don't get yelled at. I am gonna switch the resistor bank on though. Can't believe I'm doing that. And to make sure I am extra safe, I'm going to bypass the turbine. Okay, we are coming down with that. I don't really know what the heat load is. Status 12. Guess I could have just done that, but alright. Still coming down, so I guess we'll go up to slow speed. Go to reactor coolant flow, see what that does. Alright, we're coming back up. Because it's just gonna always go up? I'm assuming it'll get to the red and that's when it starts adding reactivity. So, interesting. Our core level looks like it went up. Slow is fast in the nuclear world. At least that's a saying I've heard. Alright, let's drop this to about 95. Since we are pretty close to 11 now. Oh, God bless. Whew. Save that. I don't need my steam generator exploding again. Granted, it never exploded, but springs a leak. Like, when does this go down? I'm technically doing an up power, so it shouldn't even be going in the core right now, because the decay of iodine has a
Warning,
delay.
Danger alarm.
That's fine. I've got my resistor. I've got my bypass. We've got 2 minutes left. What? Oh. I was like, why is there a green button here? It's just the reflection. Speaking of that, I feel like my... Sure was. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay, look at that. We're connected. Coming up nicely, okay. Still coming down, that's fine. We'll let that simmer. Let's do this compensator. Supposed to make it stabilize faster. I don't know what that means in real life. Like, I don't know how that would do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna close this. I don't even care. I just see my resistor bank starting to shoot up. I don't know. I just don't like the resistors. I feel like they don't relinquish heat fast enough. Would be cool if you could have like a water-cooled radiator or something to, you know, blow some cold air in there. Okay, well, we are below, so we shouldn't be using the resistor at all. Okay, let's go up to 38, I think. Try that out. Check our core temp. Still not up there. Xenon won't ever go down. Reactivity is coming back down. I think we're good. I'm gonna fast forward time now. Yep, okay. So we'll go up to 45. I think we're at 35, right? Yeah. Usually 10 above is decent. So we are using the resistor. cooling down. No way. Okay, we're going back down, so let's go up a little bit more. Just to satisfy that OCD. We're synced, we're good, we're connected, we're generating power. Xenon concentration is still going up, and xenon reactivity is basically 0. We're coming up nicely on our temp here. Still got excess reactivity here. So, yeah. Turn this off. Place it to auto. This is good, working good. I'm glad they fixed that. I know that was a couple of updates ago, but I was like, it would go up to temp and then it wouldn't go back on at the end. So that was kind of annoying. Okay, we can go up probably. We're just gonna go to 60. That should put us closer to the middle. Condenser's good. Okay. These tanks are probably, yeah. Internal's full. Hopefully I'm not burning up that pump. Can't replace it. Check our volume. It has gone up. So maybe the xenon is actually taking up room. And it's adding to the volume instead of deleting the water like it did. I had that leak and I couldn't figure it out. I was like, where's my water going? I tried to use the freight pump and it was overloaded. And that's when I quit because that didn't make any sense. And I had no overload condition, which I guess they removed the button. Maybe it's high pressure now. But either way, that's not there. I just heard a grinding noise. I was like, what the heck? I was like, okay, maybe this tank's doesn't have liquid in it. Or maybe this valve has to be open. I had no idea. Couldn't figure it out. But now we're good, so let's go to 98, see what happens. Yep. So let's go to 98.3. Okay, that'll bring it back down a little bit. Went a little high. Xenon apparently never goes down, which is still wrong. I thought when they said they were adding the calculations for it that at power, like when you do an up power, aka a startup, then Xenon would eventually build up. But not as soon as you put the fuel in, it starts building up. That would mean that before it even goes in the core, the thing would be riddled with xenon. And what's the limit? Like, it doesn't even look like it affects anything. I do wonder though if... Nope. Doesn't even do that. So the whole thing was you add boron to counteract the xenon. The xenon, like, gets eaten by the boron kind of thing. I don't know. But nothing's happening, so... Interesting. I wonder if this updates if you blow up something. Or if you die, maybe if you fall or something. Granted, it's game over and you wouldn't be able to tell, but that would be kind of funny. Alright, it's peak day. Where's my peak demand? That's crazy. Now it's back to normal temp. Interesting. So I wonder if they fix those calculations. I've never really used this either. I wonder if you could just do like 10% and keep it from always exceeding demand. Because I mean, like, I don't know. Let's see what 10 over is. 7,500 something. $7,693, and I'm at 843. It's 121%. So maybe if you did like 115%. So reduce the 8,473 by 15, which would be 85. That's 720, 7202. Huh. Let's try. Of course. That looks like it just... Oh, I said 15%, not 25. Yep, that's exactly what it was. Nice. So now I'm slightly over. Less than 10%. That way maybe I can get my compliance to go and actually reach the 90 or the 80. Because like if this is the demand and you're always supplying the demand, why wouldn't it be 100%? But it's like whenever you use the resistor, it doesn't ever meet this line, which is kind of weird. And I realized I'm slowed down again. So let's just see what happens after I did that. Service compliance estimate 102.9%. Why did my generator just go crazy? I can't believe I'm still not. Just bump that up some more. Oh, Nelly. Okay. Okay, so 10% over is 7437. And we're at 73. So let's do like 18%. That's a pretty decent margin. But this is just off the total generated. So obviously if this goes up, then you have to mess with it. I wish you could do like an automatic, but not at demand. Like fluctuate, you know, I want a difference between the two values of no more than 10%. Say I want a difference of 8% or something always. And then it would just adjust how much you're giving out. So you're always like 8% above or 5% above. I think that would be more beneficial than eat all of the power to meet demand or manually adjust your derivation percentage. But whatever. No big deal. $106.7. So if I go 19, $6.6. Interesting. Clearly I'm way above, so let's try 22. No, 21's fine. 200 excess? That's not too bad. Still 106. Okay. Okay, we've reached below temperature, so let's bump this up. We'll do 3. Yep. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna end it here. The update has fixed the amount of xenon like density going into the core, so you're not having this dramatic effect of your coolant. I just don't. Are you gonna have to purge coolant? Is this gonna shoot up? I mean, it is very slow. So that's what man, I don't even know. I'll just math it. Too many numbers to subtract. It's 120,000 minus 118 771 1,229 liters to go, and you go up 0.1 every, like, I don't know, hour. Divided by 0.1. So 12,290 hours until this reaches 120. Then what happens? Your pressurizer level goes up. I guess you could probably just excess condensate dump valve it. Or release coolant valve it. Excess condensate dump valve. Now I'm gonna have people coming at me. Oh, Nelly. So now we've gone above, and so much for that peak day demand. So is this going to be 27%? Let's see. Whoops, too far. Oh yeah, that's, so it's really like 26.5 or something. Maybe I'll save this file. We had that free money at the beginning. And everything's pretty stable. And I think my other save file is gone. When I looked at save files, it was all blank and I had no idea which one was which. So okay, well, as of right now, it seems like they've fixed some things. Didn't have the issue with the boron pump, and definitely didn't have the primary leak, which was actually xenon gas taking up core volume by a lot. 150 liters per minute is what was said. But our xenon still goes up when we're shut down. I'm like this, I'm fine with it going up, like that's not the problem. But when you up power, it should stay zero for like 3 hours because you're just burning it. As soon as it's produced, it's getting eaten by the neutrons. They're just gobbling them up and it changes. But I don't know when this is going to stop. It should reach an equilibrium value. And this should be increasing negative reactivity, so you'd have to eventually adjust your rods, which I think the only thing really affects that is your fuel loading. So I'm not exactly sure what is going into this reactivity calculation, but if you've got xenon concentration going up, that should start adding xenon reactivity, which then should go into your reactivity calculation along with temperature, and then the fuel reactivity that you put in, and then the negative reactivity of the rods that are still in, and all those combined would give you this reactivity. And when this starts going up, what do you got to do? Well, you can't add more fuel, and you could lower temperature, but that's not really feasible other than letting xenon cool your reactor down. And the only other way to counteract xenon is to pull rods. You expose more fuel. And actually, I need to take a step back. When this starts going up, the reactivity does go down, which then inserts positive reactivity in the form of temperature going down. So you want to be at a specific temperature, so you're going to pull rods to make temperature go back up, which counteracts this xenon reactivity and replaces the temperature reactivity. So that's really what happens there. And that's why you pull rods, so you can maintain a constant temp. But yeah, I don't know the end of the xenon, and I don't know when it actually starts affecting xenon reactivity, because it was like 0.18 and now it's V0.2.15.132. I don't know why my pressurizer just went crazy like that. Oh, God bless. Okay, I'm just gonna bypass. %3 does nothing. What about 6%? Also does nothing. What about 10%? Is this that glitch? I thought they fixed that. Alright, let's try this again. Go to 0. Before, if you were in time acceleration, the bypass valves wouldn't do anything. Nope. Apparently they're useless until like a higher value. Automatic. Like, when is this? When is this gonna go down? Almost a quarter of the steam is bypassing the turbine. Come on, what the heck? Okay, is turbine bypass broken now? Like, I don't get it. It's actually going up. Oh, bye-bye resistor banks. Jesus. Like, why do I have to open so much on this bypass to even have it affect anything? And now it's gonna shoot way, way down. Ah, this is why I'd rather just play easy mode. Set it, forget it, don't even freaking worry about this. Okay. It's still going up. Oh, man. Okay. Well, at least, it just keeps going up, man. I don't understand. It's not like that's going up or pressure here. Okay. Let's see, 5828 times 1.1, 6410. That's good. I just don't like loading up the resistors too much. It does seem like they fixed that though, because before, if you had, it seemed like as soon as it started diverting power, temperature would spike. Like, I didn't even exceed 5,000 the first time I used the resistor banks, and the thing shot up in temperature, and I turned it off, and it still shot up in temperature, and then it exploded. So, I don't know, maybe it got fixed. But that's why I never used resistor banks again. And plus on easy, you don't even need to, so I was very accustomed to not using them at all, because it didn't matter how much power you sent to the city, they didn't care. But on normal now, if you send too much, it'll break the power grid. Which was so kindly pointed out by one of the people in the comments section, that I should stop blaming the game for my bad habits, and I had no idea that that's what was causing it. Like I said, I thought this light was if you're under 10%, and then this light was if you exceeded, but I guess I didn't really read very well. Or, you know, just do simple math. This divided by that number. But yeah. Still going up. Oh, wait, okay, yeah. And still going down. And, steady. Interesting. So, looks like he's got some more work to do, and that's probably why he disabled the chemical module or experimental mode, because it was just causing a lot of issues, and I think a lot of people were playing with experimental chemistry mode on and probably complaining. And I get it. You should expect something to work relatively well, but it is experimental and obviously is not going to be completely stable. But that's why we play experimental, to, you know, test out the features and see what it's all about. So, yeah, as of right now, I think the Xenon stuff is still having issues getting worked on. And, what the heck? Incorrect operating mode. I bet that was because I was in shutdown and clicked insert fuel. So, but yeah. Hopefully the videos that people make of the chemistry update and all that stuff kind of helps him analyze the data better. Because I know before, the Xenon reactivity just shooting up when you're less than 200, that didn't even make sense. A lot of people were saying that, and, you know, he listened. Obviously, when we were starting up, I didn't have to do that rush startup like we used to do. And, yeah. I just... Oh. The demand is up. I'm just glad that some of the things that were messed up from 1.3.1 are now fixed. Are you ever going to stop going up? So, anyways, I keep getting distracted, and I'm just glad that that update fixed the leak that I was experiencing, because that was extremely frustrating and I had zero idea what happened. I couldn't figure it out. Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't buy the second steam generator. Oh man. But we'll have 2 loops here, and then why do all these pipes look like dirty, corroded? Yeah. So that's the most recent update. I'm not sure if anyone else experienced the same thing I did from 1.3.1, but it seems like this update was pushed pretty quickly to fix those, and then also disabled chemistry. So if you want to play the chemistry, just go into that assets, and then the config file, find enable experimentals, and just change the value to true. Then you can access the chemistry update again. So I think it's important to, you know, keep trying, and if you are a content creator, make these videos to show what's going on, and then if you have any knowledge of, you know, reactors and stuff, you can share your opinions like I do to actually get this stuff more realistic, as this is broken real hard. So, and then like that thing was on 130, that was extremely frustrating. Everything was just, it did not work, and it felt like the very beginning of the chemistry update where we had no idea what we were doing, but you know, we all figured it out eventually. Oops, didn't mean to do that. But yeah, if you guys have played this and you found any issues that I did not find during this playthrough, oh boy, that pump's probably on fire. Just leave it in the comments, and yeah, we'll we could talk about that stuff. You can also join the Discord, and we can talk there about different things with the game. If you guys have any questions or need help, I can always answer them in the Discord. So just let me know, and I appreciate some of the people that joined and have asked questions, and we've tried to work through things together. So the other official Nucleara's Discord is also a great resource. There's a lot of knowledgeable people on there that have done like extensive testing and figured things out too. So if you want to ask me a question, I'm more than willing to answer, and if you just want to go to the official Discord and ask questions there, that's also fine. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll check you all later.